Can we make a card with less than 5 supplies? I think we can. Hi, I'm Jess from JessCrafts.com, and I'm here to help you make the most of your crafty supplies and time. So let's get making.
So I have 3 basic supplies I'm going to use today, and we're going to talk about how exactly do I come up with the is it less than 5 supplies rule. But this video and idea was inspired by the upcoming stress-free card making summit. And so this is a free event that I am going to be teaching at, and every instructor in the event is going to use 5 or less supplies in their projects, and it's going to be holiday card focused. So if you are interested in more ideas for using like minimal or a small amount of supplies and just kind of focusing down, getting some of those holiday cards done, then check out the link in the video description, get your free ticket. There will be an opportunity to upgrade, and the upgrades include a lot of premium products and instant access. So if you don't want to have to worry about watching the day that it comes out. All right, so maybe we'll mention that a little bit more throughout, but I really want to focus on getting to this card today. So the idea in the summit is that certain really, really basic stuff doesn't count, like cardstock. So the cardstock that I'm putting it on, I'm not going to count. Black ink. So I'm going to do my stamping in black ink. We're kind of figuring most people have that. But today I'm going to use a paper pad, a stamp set, and these printouts. Now, this is a digital file, so that's definitely a supply, even though it's digital, and it's from Creative Fabrica. I will link these guys because they're super cute, and the person who makes them does this like series. So I picked the pumpkin ones, but there's like all kinds of different holiday like dress up, like vampires, I know, is one of them, skeletons, things like that. But I really just, for whatever reason, I think like kids in pumpkin costumes are super cute. And she has a diverse group of kids. So I just picked these 4. I printed out a bunch of them, and then I cut them with my Scan and Cut, although that was to varying degrees of success. And I'd also count my printer because I wouldn't be able to do this without a printer. You could, of course, buy die cuts. Okay, so I also have my paper busting template, partly because I use my paper busting templates all of the time. This is 6x8 paper busting template number 18. So that means you can get 17 other ways of using 6x8 paper to make A2 size cards with no scraps at jesscrafts.com. And the link for this will also be in the video description because this is free. At the summit, I will also have a free template for you. So this is going to be a never before seen template, and I'm going to work with 12x12 paper at the summit. So if you like 12x12 ideas, you probably want to check out my free class during the summit when it's available. And I'll also be doing a Q&A. I want to pick something that I can stamp on one side of it, and it will look good with the pumpkins. I know there's a couple of pieces of pattern paper here that have solid on the other side. I think these guys, pumpkins, these are other pumpkins, but the oranges are a little bit different. I'm not sure if that's the best fit. These oranges are more similar, and I do think I'd be able to read a sentiment on that orange paper, so that's a definite candidate for me. I definitely like to have these things in mind as I pick my paper. I love this paper, but I'm not going to use it today for sure because I don't want to cut it up. And then this one could be cute too, but it does have some like more spooky elements on it. Also, I think this is one that deserves to be bigger. If you look at the sketch, I'm going to be cutting everything down to 3x1 inch strips. And so I want something that will look nice even when it's cut up really small. I think another good candidate would be the spiders and spider webs. They would look fine even cut small. I just think that I won't be able to stamp directly on them, so I would need to introduce an additional supply. The ghost would be great too. I just think that it doesn't pair well with these particular little guys that I picked out today. Okay, so the cutting for today is very, very simple, and it's actually going to be similarly super simple during my free class at the summit. So I'm going to cut this to 3x8 inches, and then I'm just going to cut 1-inch strips. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, you might be even thinking like, why do I even have to download this template? It's so simple. Of course you don't. You can just get making these cards. I like having them printed out so that when I need an idea, it's available. Right, so I'm up to 4 supplies because I have my printer, my digital file, my pattern paper, my stamp set. And I'm not counting my paper trimmer, my card bases. But I can bring in some colored cardstock, which would be a 5th supply, so I'm totally good. Still at the number, but if you wanted to bring something else in and skip the cardstock, I showed you this particular template because I think this is one where you could easily not put cardstock mats and it would look great anyway. And this one makes 4 cards. So that is why I did want to pick something like those kiddos where I could just print a whole bunch of them, because I have a lot of this paper. These scrapbook.com 6x8 pattern papers, they come with 40 sheets, which is a lot, and that's a good thing, you know, for value-wise, but then, you know, you might be using it for a while, or you might want to be able to make a lot of cards with it. And so I think that's a good time to pull out that like printable element, a die cut element, maybe bring something simpler in where you like don't have to do a bunch of coloring. If I'm looking at this stamp set, for instance, coloring those pumpkins could be pretty fast, but a ghost is always can be super, super quick to color. And so maybe that would be another one to use on this card. Oh, I lost track because I'm subtracting 1/4 of an inch. So these are going to be 3 1/4 by 1 1/4. And when I was just cutting 1-inch strips, that was really easy. But now I have to kind of do some quick mental math each time. You could, of course, just bring it to the 1 1/4 mark every time instead, whatever works well for you. So I wanted to talk about a little bit about like suggestions that I would have for executing this sketch. If you have double-sided paper, you could alternate which side of the paper you're using. But this sketch in particular is great for single-sided paper because if you see, like when I just use the one side of the paper, none of them are overlapping each other. So sometimes in my sketches, things will be kind of layered on top of each other. And so if you're using 2 different pattern papers, it tends to look better. This one looks great with one single side of the paper. And honestly, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. It might seem a little bit boring. This is not like the most exciting pattern paper in the collection. But I like that this makes it just really appealing to anyone. Like this is gonna be so great for kids. It's gonna be really easy to give out. The other reason I picked these pumpkin kiddos is because I wanted to use this hey pumpkin sentiment. I'm just addicted to pumpkins. I love them. I love everything Halloween. And I know that's not for everyone. You can totally retheme this for Christmas. Just grab one of your, like the peppermint paper pad or something from scrapbook.com. They have a lot of really cute Christmas ones. And then instead of using this person's little pumpkin kiddos, you know what, I didn't actually confirm, but I'm willing to bet that she has these kiddos dressed up for different holidays as well. So you can probably go get some like reindeer kiddos or something to put on your card instead. So I checked her shop and she doesn't actually have any Christmas stuff out yet, it would seem. It seems like she's kind of just getting started. She had some summer and some fall. So hopefully she'll have more stuff soon, but I'll link you to something else from Creative Fabrica that I think would work very similar to this for a winter or Christmas theme instead. Make sure you go grab your free ticket so you can get more ideas for using just 5 supplies to make cards. I think you're gonna be really happy to see the variety of ideas because there's people with different card making styles. Like I'm gonna do it with pattern paper, of course I am, it's what I do, but you're gonna see a lot of other ideas with low supplies. And the template that I'm going to be using in my class is free to everyone. So like you get the free ticket, you still get that template. So if you just, you know, I know there's some of you out there and I love you guys so much who are just like, I need all the templates. So make sure you grab that one there too. If you found this video helpful, here's another video where you can find more ideas for enjoying your crafty time and supplies. Let me know you like this video with a share to your crafty community. Subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next template or tutorial. And check the video description for product links. See you in the next video.